Everybody, and welcome back to Visit Fylde Coast. We've just done a video of Cleveleys seafront in winter because it's a while since we did a video from Cleveleys seafront. So that's what we've just been doing. If you want to watch that one is a separate video and you can find it with the link below. And now we're going to do a video of Rossall Beach at Cleveleys, which is the shingle beach next to the stepped sea defences. So the stepped sea defences end on this corner here, and Rossall Beach is the next bit as you go along towards Rossall School. So this is where we still call them the new sea defences. They've been finished about 10 years. This is where the new sea defences end, on this corner. And Rossall Beach carries on along here up to the end, up to the 5-bar gate, and there's a cream building in the distance that you can see, and that is part of Rossall School. The big creamy building in the distance. So that is sort of the extent of it. Now there's another, just to confuse matters, there's another Rossall at Fleetwood, which is at the other side of Rossall School to here. Not to be confused with this one, this is a separate one. So this section of beach is the old original 1930s, 40s seawall. So this grey bullnose thing here, this is the old seawall, and it's showing its age, the poor thing. It's getting a bit fed up. So there is a plan underway at the moment to support it and reinforce, support the wall and support the beach. So big rock stones are going to be put across the edge of the seawall, which will be covered by the beach, and then new rock groynes similar to that one are going to be built across the full length of the beach, and that will stop the beach from moving about, because currently if there were a storm it would be a problem. So we're going to walk along the front, and then we're going to go down onto the beach and take a look at it. Because this beach is a very lucky beach. It's looked after by the Rossall Beach Residents and Community Group, and they provided these sign boards which you'll find across the front of the seawall. Various different subjects. So that one's about the group and what you can do and how you can help to look after the environment and keep it clean. The next one is bathing waters. So it explains everything that you need to know about bathing waters. There are other ones about pebbles and shells and birds and the different wildlife that you'll see. So all in all, it all adds to a better experience when you come as a visitor. So under normal circumstances, the Rossall Beach Group meet once every 4 weeks to do a community litter pick, and do various other things, meetings, etc. So this is another one that we're coming up to now. So Rossall Beach changes shape on a regular basis. It's never the same 2 days running because of the tide. So this one's about bathing waters, and it explains all about the big hole in Anchor Zone Park, which is just that way, and why the sea is brown looking and all the rest of it. So this beach, as I said, changes shape on a daily basis because the sea moves it so much. And we're looking for your pictures actually of all of the seafront at the Fylde coast, from Fleetwood, Cleveleys, Blackpool, St Anne's and Lytham. And you can upload them onto the Visit Fylde Coast website, onto the Coast Watchers section, and there is a link on the front of the website that shows you where to upload them. You don't need to do anything weird and wonderful, just literally upload the pictures. So it's also a good spot for driftwood as well. And you can see all the, in fact we'll go down here, you can see all the sticks and bits of twig and wood and what's washed up. I'm just gonna, so this all comes from all over the place. A lot of it washes down the river. The river Wyre is in that direction and the Ribble is behind us. And this twiggy stuff is an ideal breeding ground for flies, which are unpleasant, but a perfect diet for birds and wildlife. And this beach is also a busy beach for migratory birds. We'll go down here and take a look at the sea. So you might have noticed when you've been on the beach that you get these little, you'll be walking along and you think you can't see anything, and then all at once there are these little bodies that move, and they're little seabirds, sanderlings and turnstones usually. The ones with the long orange legs are oyster catchers, and when they fly they make a lovely cawing noise. Big waves. It's lovely at this time of year. I love that low light. And this big groyne here is a popular roost for them. They often sit on that because it's a safer spot where they can watch for predators. So just while we're walking along here, the pebbles themselves are a brilliant sea defence and do such a good job of keeping the sea out and keeping the area protected from flooding, and that's why people are asked not to pick pebbles up and take them away in industrial quantities. I mean, it's fine if you see a particularly pretty one to pick an odd couple up and pop them in your pocket, but when you bring in buckets and wheelbarrows and trailers and shifting them by the ton, then that is it's not acceptable, because if everybody did it, there'd be no beach left and there'd be serious flooding issues. And when we've been on the beach the other day, we said that it had changed a lot, and you can see how much it's moved around. It's really, in fact, it's moved since last week when we were doing last week's vlog. But it's a lovely spot for a walk and a bit of peace and quiet and some contemplation. You can park your car up here against the edge of the sea and just sit watching the view. Bring your picnic with you, and then when you're done with it, there are plenty of dustbins to put your rubbish in. There are public toilets at the cafe, which was the building with the whisks on top where we started. So all in all, it's a nice spot to visit. And this piece of metal here, you're perhaps wondering what this is stuck up in the beach. This is the end of a cofferdam. A cofferdam is a sort of dry protected, almost like a coffin shape, that you build on a beach so that you've got an isolated dry area where you can do work. And that is the end of a cofferdam that joins up with a cable that runs underneath the beach to that emergency telephone there, and the wire goes down Thornton Gate to the substation at Stanner, and out at sea on the horizon is the Wolney offshore wind farm, and one of the cables to the wind farm actually comes literally underneath where I'm stood. So there you go, you see, wind power, courtesy of Cleveleys. Keep telling you that we have a lot of wind, don't I? So this is very unusual actually while I'm stood here. This was one of the information boards. That's a long story. It's been washed away so many times I can't tell you. This is an earlier design of frame that's been repaired and replaced and refitted I don't know how many times. And when it got lost last time, it's still in our garage. So we're gonna hang on to it until it can be fitted properly. And you never see that. I don't think I've ever seen that bottom step. That has really moved. And the problem is that when you've got a high tide, it comes up against the wall with quite some force, and that's when you get overtopping. And that's when you get flooding. So that's what we don't want, and that's what this new beach management scheme is going to counteract. So there are two in front of us here that are metal detecting. Don't know what they've found. Wonder if they've found any. Oh, I just need to stop a second. Look what I've just seen. A lovely piece of sea glass. There you go. It's almost a heart. Sea glass is just ordinary glass that's been tumbled and rumbled by the sea, almost like one of those drums that lapidarists use to make polished stones. So it might have started off as a cheap old glass bottle and turned into a precious gem. And we're just now here at the car parking area, so I'm going to just pop up these steps and show you the facilities, and then that's an end to your tour of Rossall Beach at Cleveleys. Goodness, it has gone steep, very steep in fact, and then I'm going to go and look for some driftwood. So I'd think that in another few months it'll be boiling and lovely, and hopefully when the beach management project is done, all these puddles will be sorted out. So this is where you can park your car, loads of benches for a sit against the edge of the beach, and usually there's an ice cream man visits as well, so you can even have an ice cream. So there you go folks, that's your walking tour of Rossall Beach at Cleveleys. If you've not already done so, make sure that you subscribe for the Visit Fylde Coast YouTube channel. Hit that little bell for notifications, and then you'll find out when we've uploaded new videos. And we will see you soon. Have a good day now. Bye.